You know, I can't tell you how fun it is to ride your horse, and with these unprecedented times, to ride your horse by yourself. And that's what we always have to remember. No matter where you are in your equestrian training, whether you're a barrel racer, whether you're reiner, cutter, trail rider, or anything, we always want to be better. I've had one of the famous trainers tell me, these are not livestock, they're not pets, they're your partner. So let's treat them as our partner, and let's get better. And that's why you're watching Better Horses. Hi, I'm Ed Adams, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Better Horses. And in today's episode, we have Kerry Kuhn from Medicine Lodge, Kansas. He's going to teach us the art about flexing your horse. And introducing a new segment into Better Horses, it's called the Medical Moment. We've enlisted Dr. Karl Frees from Hearty Grub that's going to give us an update on the pandemic and how it affects your horse. And introducing for the very first time, Al Dunning from Scottsdale, Arizona, world champion reining and also world champion in cutting. He's going to give us some tips on how to ride your horse. And it wouldn't be a Better Horses without a good old Hearty Grub with Chef Mark Burkdoll and Ernie Rodina, who's going to give us the great tips of how to cook lamb chops from the cornerstone of Lane, Kansas. So if you love horses, I know this is going to be an episode you're really going to enjoy. And it's the only television show on your local broadcast television station. So ring the bell, call your friends, tell everybody the show is about to begin, and I guarantee you're going to have a great time as I get to the barn and we're going to go watch this show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's time to go with United Mosquito and Fly Control's premier fly system for fly control in your barn, providing relief for horses from the stress of fighting flies, and also makes the barn more pleasant for everyone in the barn. Easy, effective, and safe. With United Mosquito and Fly Control, we provide a full service. You as the barn owner don't have to do anything. We go everywhere and take care of everything with our friendly fast service. Call today at 913-558-3814 or email Paul at unitedmosquito.com.
Hey folks, good to be with you today. You know what? We're at EquiFest 2020, Salina, Kansas. It's been a great weekend this weekend, and it's all things horses. I don't know if you get to have trail rides or you get to ride horses, if you have livestock or even live in the country. It doesn't matter. Nature was given us by God. The animal structure was given to us by God, all to enjoy. So it's our prayer today here at Better Horses Network that you too get to go out and enjoy nature, whether at horseback or not. But I'll tell you this, there's something special about seeing the world through two ears of a horse. We love you. We thank you for spending time with us. Hey, this is Steve Stafford. I'm the pastor at Risen Ranch Cowboy Church in Carthage, Missouri, and a very proud member of the Better Horses family.
Hey Ernie, thank you so much for letting us be a part of Better Horses TV. We're out here today with Che and Colt. He's going to be my student today. And I've got an idea that I want to share with your viewers that is something that we use a lot. And I've got a horse here that the best way for me to describe this filly to you, Ernie, is she's really, really sensitive. And what I mean by that is she'll do everything she can to not lean on my hands through this bit. But when she does that, because she's so sensitive, there's times and places where I feel her body get tight and her muscles get really tense while I'm trying to get her to respond through my bridle. I like the fact that she's not heavy in my hands at that time, Ernie, but what I'm really trying to get this mare to do is learn how to relax and be softer through her body. I'm trying to get this filly to make a transition in my mind from being sensitive to being soft. Kind of like if you ever have a toothache and that tooth is really sensitive, when you drink something really cold, that cold water goes over that sensitive tooth. Why, it shoots pain or some sensation throughout your whole body and causes you to tense up. Well, this filly's the same way. So I'm going to try to talk Colt through this idea this morning, Ernie, and maybe he can help you guys see kind of what we're talking about. So Colt, I'm going to ask you to back this filly up. And I want you, not just yet, I want you to think about when you start to back her up, you're going to make contact and she's going to try to really get away from that contact. What I want you to do is hold that contact long enough to give her enough time to possibly where you feel through your saddle, even through those reins, you'll feel her, not just her neck, you'll feel her whole body get softer, and maybe down at her feet, you'll feel her be more rhythmic in her steps. She's got a smoother cadence versus maybe she's just backing up way too fast. But let's do this. Right on over here to me, and I want you to turn towards me, and we're gonna let the camera have a side shot. Come on up here to me a little bit more, because you might back a ways.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so if you want to start from right there, what I want you to do is I want you to take the slack out of your reins, change your seat position a little bit, pick up on her, and start to back her up. But I want you to hold that pressure with those reins until you feel her soften through her body. There you go, nice job. When you pick up on her, this idea of my horse being too sensitive, when I pick up on her, she might respond to me right when I start to make contact. But if she's so sensitive that I feel her getting tight, what I don't want to do is I don't want to turn loose of her. Even though she didn't weigh anything in my hands, I want to hold that pressure long enough to say, hey, I don't want you to just be where you don't lean on my hands. I also want you to be to where your body starts to get soft and more comfortable and confident through that pressure that we're making through that bit. Does that make sense, Colt?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and ride her down here and let's do that one more time. So I have to hold that pressure long enough that I feel her relax, not just respond to it. Your viewers might be riding a horse at home that's not sensitive at all, and we're trying to get them to put out a little bit more effort, Ernie, to the pressure we apply through our bit. So on that horse, when we take the slack out of the reins, as soon as that horse responds in any way, we release right then. This mare is so sensitive, I need her to think about relaxing and not just responding or reacting to what she feels us doing through the bit. So we're going to hold that contact long enough we feel her body relax.
Okay.
So let's back her up one more time.
Dad, what causes the horse to be sensitive?
She's got a predisposition in her bloodline that caused her to be the way she is. Okay? So she's wired to be a little bit more uptight. I could describe it that way. She's wired a little bit tight. I need her to learn to relax a little bit. You've probably been around some kids, some of your friends or some other people that are wired a little bit tight. In fact, sometimes you're wired a little bit tight. Yeah. Can you relate to that? All right, let's back her up one more time. When you feel her soften through her body, great job, great job. So she was a little bit quick. She actually got slower, but as soon as she got slower, I could see her look like she relaxed more. Did she feel like she relaxed more to you?
Yeah.
Okay, that might be contradictory, Ernie, to a lot of the things we're trying to build in some of these horses, where we're trying to get the horse to be more responsive. Maybe we're trying to take the dull horse and get him to be more sensitive to the pressure we're applying through our bits. But we're looking at a horse today that is wired to be very sensitive, and like I was trying to explain to Colt, almost wired uptight just a little bit. So our approach with this filly now is we're giving her time once we make contact to help her understand we're not just looking for a quick response, we're also looking for a soft feel and the muscles throughout her whole body to get softer and more relaxed as she gives us that quick response. So Colt, thank you for helping us out here today. I know you're having fun riding this little filly. And Ernie, I want to say to all your viewers out there, I know right now that this entire world is going through something that's very unique, and we all find ourselves in situations where we're a little bit uncomfortable. So let's just make sure that through this time that we follow the authority of the land and try to honor what everybody is telling us we need to do. Stick close to your family, and most importantly, let's trust that God will get us through this. So Ernie, thank you for having us on Better Horses TV. If your viewers want to learn any more about what we do, they can go to kerrykuhn.com. Thanks again, Ernie.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back right after these messages.
How's your production on pasture? Are profits down? our weight gain's down. What are you going to do about it? Do something cost-effective. Do something that will make a difference. To add the first and proven leader in feed-through horn fly control to your cattle rations, ask for it by name, Alticid IGR.
Hi, I'm Randy.
And I'm Paul from PFI.
We would like to personally invite you to stop by PFI, home of Boot Daddies.
PFI is America's Western store, covering over 50,000 square feet.
Over 25,000 boots.
Visit Saddle City with the largest selection of saddles and tack anywhere.
A huge selection of hats at Big Spur Hat Company in PFI Town.
And choose from the best brands of clothing and accessories for the entire family.
PFI, located on Highway 65 at the Battlefield exit in Springfield. And I'm not kidding.
Welcome back. This is Better Horses with a Medical Moment. I'm Dr. Karl Frees of Wilhite & Frees Equine Hospital, located in Peculiar, Missouri, just on the southeast side of the Kansas City metro area. And what Ed and I were wanting to talk about today is basically how to approach going out to visit your horse in this time of COVID-19. You know, the thing that we can all look forward to as we deal with the challenges faced us is that we do have our horses to go and spend time with. We can have quality time with them and rest assured that it's safe. What we want to do is be sure that we're maintaining the good social distance practicing that we're all supposed to be doing in order to help stop and slow the spread of the coronavirus. So as you go out to visit your horse, what we're encouraging folks to do is pay attention to the rules and regulations set up by your barn or the facility where you keep your horse. And basically, or if they haven't been set up, maybe get together and talk about getting some rules and regulations in place. And you know, what we're talking about is, again, number one, maintaining social distance. So think about 6 feet from anyone else. And to put that in layman's terms, or ones we can all understand, it's about the length of a horse or the length of 2 small ponies. So that should help everyone get that visual of what that distance of 6 feet from anyone else should be. Want to remind everyone what you've been practicing hopefully is, constantly, frequently washing your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds at least. And if water and soap are not available, utilizing hand sanitizer of at least 60% alcohol content. Also, if you have to cough or sneeze, please do that into your elbow, or utilize hopefully a tissue and then wash afterwards. But certainly if you're feeling ill, if you've been taking care of someone who's ill, and certainly if it's someone that you are suspicious might be suffering from coronavirus, please don't go out in public, let alone going out to the horse barn. But short of that, if you're healthy and you're around healthy people and that's not a particular concern, then maintain the good hygiene as well as the good social distancing. As far as what facilities should be considering would be limiting the number of people that are visiting the premise. So limiting them to what we call essential people. That would be the horse owners, the trainers, the caretakers, veterinarians, and farriers. And basically stopping general traffic of public, extended family, friends, basically people who may not have a direct reason to be there, especially in these times of enforced social distancing. Also, schedules should be set up to where a limited number of essential people are visiting at the same time. Maybe there can be an online sign-up sheet where people grab different hour-long slots to come visit their horse, spend time. And we just want to emphasize that spending time with your horse, whether that's just being with them and grooming them, brushing them, or certainly getting out, trail riding, get out into the fresh air. We all need that to keep our mental state healthy. So I think trail riding your horse outside, those are great activities, or even in an indoor arena. But getting out and spending time with your horse is going to be a good way to help keep our stress levels down and to keep our mental state in as good a shape as possible as we're dealing with all these challenges. At our Wilhite & Frees Facebook page or at our wilhiteandfrees.com website, we like to have resources that you can go to get ideas of how to act around the horse barn. We've got things from the CDC, the American Association of Equine Practitioners, as well as local and state governments. Thank you for joining us for this medical moment. Be sure to go to Better Horses for more information. You can also visit willheightonfreeze.com or our Facebook page to see those links and ideas of how to navigate through all these challenges.
Hey folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more Better Horses coming to you right after this from our sponsors.
One of the questions we get asked a lot is, can the CSI pad be used with a treeless saddle? It absolutely can be. The only difference is going to be we have that 2.5-inch contour in our pad, and a lot of the treeless saddles only have a 1-inch contour. So normally I tell people about 3 fingers is where I want to see your saddle skirt end at, right in this area. With the treeless, I'm going to tell you to go back a full hand, because that's going to allow the contours to marry up better between the saddle and the saddle pad. Because if you're too far forward with your treeless saddle, it's going to want to push it down in the front end and pop it up in the back, and it's not going to look right. So just remember, move your saddle further back on the pad, but it's great with your treeless saddle, and it will help to eliminate the soreness the horses get, especially right across in here.
Hi, I'm Al Dunning. I'm here for Better Horses. You know, here at my ranch in Scottsdale, Arizona, we train performance horses. You know, one of the problems that people have with horses is control. You know, to have a controllable ride, you're going to have a pleasurable ride. You know, I work on control by making circles. So I start by making a circle at the walk, small circle, keeping the head on the circle, the shoulder on the circle, and the hip on the circle in what I call a perfect arc. Then I jog the circle, with the same, maintaining the same inside arc, head on the circle, shoulder on the circle, and hip on the circle. Then sometimes I even turn my horse halfway around and I back around that same circle, maintaining the same right arc as I did as I was walking and jogging. And then I make a turn around, pulling that horse's head around, even to the point where I can bend them and hold them right by my foot and keep them nice and soft in the neck and pull. You know, I'm working on no unrequested forward motion. That means when I ride, the horse goes. When I stop riding, the horse stops. If he doesn't, I double him around by reaching down and pulling that rein. You know, I do a real simple 1, 2, 3 method. My 1, 2, 3 method works like this. I reach down my rein, that's 1, take the slack out. As the horse starts his motion around, I take the outside rein and move the shoulder, that's 2. 3 is I cluck and use my outside leg. You know, you might not get that kind of activity right off, but if you'll be nice and slow, getting that horse to be flexible, soft in the mouth, flexible in the neck, and flexible in that pole, you'll have a horse that's totally under control with no unrequested forward motion. You know, my name's Al Dunning, and you can find me at aldunning.com, or you could even email us at al@aldunning.com. We appreciate you. God bless you, Better Horses.
That's right, the dinner bell's ringing. You better come on back for some great Hearty Grub.
You care about your animals and feeding them the best. And that's where Purina's local Kansas City dealers step in, providing you experience, knowledge, service, and advice. Purina feed dealers are people who believe in community involvement and who believe in you. They have a passion for the feed industry and are committed to helping customers unlock the potential of every animal. If you are looking for a trusted source for your animals, look no further than your local Purina feed dealer, your partner in animal care.
John Deere is known for quality equipment. This quality has created a perception that John Deere is more expensive than other brands. But high quality doesn't mean high priced. The truth from buyers in our area is customers who have purchased a John Deere compact utility tractor saved more than $2,000. Dare to compare us before buying. You and your wallet will be surprised. Nothing runs as long as a Deere, and we'll prove it with our exclusive 10-year warranty. Visit heritagetractor.com/compare to learn more.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie Rodina.
And I'm Chef Tel Mark.
Mark, good to see you. We got another Hearty Grub. I tell you what, I am so excited about what you got in here. We had it one other time, if I remember right.
You like them lamb chops, don't
I did.
I do too. I love
but
them.
But they're so much better when we have a little audio with it.
Yeah, the last one we was going to get Elmer Fudd and somebody to do the audio or something.
But I guarantee you, look at these.
I know, ain't they
how
pretty?
pretty they are, and we're so glad you joined us today on Better Horses TV. Like I said, we got this. We're going to top off the show with this great Hearty Grub and everything like that. You want to talk a little bit about what you're going to do?
Yep, I've got kind of marinating them a little bit. I got 2 of them with rosemary and just oil on them, and I got 3 of them with mint and just 2 of them with salt and pepper. Put a little oil on them. And you want them cold going on the grill. I'll tell you why in a minute. But anyway, that's what we're doing. And we're going to roast some potatoes, these little fingerling potatoes. We're going to hot roast them with a few herbs on them. And I'm going to do a rendition of sugar snap peas.
Well, we're excited about this. Thing has been so popular, tonight's dinner, that we had to run people off.
Just about. If it wasn't for the coronavirus, we'd have had a bunch.
That's it. But hey, so glad that you joined us, and so glad that you watch Better Horses TV. I'm going to turn it over to you, Mark, and I'm going to come back and eat some of those lamb chops. So just say 2 words: medium rare.
Medium rare. If you overcook them, they ain't very good. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do the potatoes first because they got to get going. Just got those fingerling potatoes, and we're going to put a little chopped rosemary on them, and gobble oil, some salt, lots of salt, some Italian herbs, and then you just roll them around, toss them up good. Put them on a sheet. Them's going to go in the hottest oven I got. My oven gets really hot. It's like 550 or something, so they cook really fast. And then the lamb chops are ready to go. And like I say, they're already seasoned. And the reason I want them cold on there, because I want them, like Ernie said, medium rare in the middle. So if they're cold, it's a lot easier to keep them medium rare in the middle than if they're got them at room temperature like everybody else wants them. We'll put the mint ones back there. Salt and pepper ones next. These 2 here is just the other herbs on. The other thing we're going to do is a sugar snap pea. And I'm going to do this really weird. I've got a hot skillet here, we're going to melt some butter in. As soon as that gets melted just a little bit, I'm going to add the sugar snap peas. These were frozen. Now this is the weird thing I'm going to do. See these ramen noodles? I want them to have a little crunch. And then for something different, we're going to zest some lemon zest on. This might be really weird, but it looks good. Since it's hard to get fresh vegetables now, we looked in the refrigerator and I had a bunch of Napa cabbage. So we did some Napa cabbage and some regular cabbage, and we're going to make Connie's coleslaw dressing to go on it. So we're going to take this plain old sour cream, and a little mustard with horseradish just because I like the stuff. A little onion salt and some celery seeds. Salt and pepper. Some plain old apple cider vinegar. We'll have to adjust that in a minute. And sugar. That's what we're going to put on the salad when we get it ready to go. So it'll be a little bit cooking the rest of this stuff. We'll be back in a minute to just finish it up.
Mark, what a great meal you fixed here. I tell you, just unbelievable. Lamb chops.
You can't wait to get dug in there.
No, can I try that? Let me try it. Really good. Just right for me.
If you don't get them over, this is maybe a hair rare, but you want them pretty rare. What a wonderful flavor.
Now these are lamb chops.
Saying that.
Exactly.
That's really weird.
You'll never catch him saying that about chicken.
No.
From that.
We got to thank Tina for the coffee cake she makes. I keep leaving her desserts out, but that is one fantastic coffee cake.
You are lucky to have Tina. I tell you, do a great job. I tell you what, unbelievable, Tina. You just do a super job, and Connie the same way.
Connie helped make the dressing for the salad since we was out of stuff. Connie made the kind of a coleslaw dressing. Man, it's good.
Hey, thank you so much for being a part of Better Horses TV. I'm Ernie Rodina.
And I'm Chef Telmark.
We'll see you next time.
Keep your powder dry.
It's time to go with United Mosquito and Fly Control's premier fly system for fly control in your barn, providing relief for horses from the stress of fighting flies, and also makes the barn more pleasant for everyone in the barn. Easy, effective, and safe. With United Mosquito and Fly Control, we provide a full service. You as the barn owner don't have to do anything. We go everywhere and take care of everything with our friendly fast service. Call today at 913-558-3814 or email Paul at unitedmosquito.com.
How's your production on pasture? Are profits down? Are weight gains down? What are you going to do about it? Do something cost effective. Do something that will make a difference. To add the first and proven leader in feed-through horn fly control to your cattle rations, ask for it by name, Alticid IGR.
Hi, I'm Al Dunning. I'd like to tell you about my horses and my new best friend. It's Purina Outlast gastric supplement. You know, as a child, I fed Omaline. Now that I'm a trainer, my choice is Purina Ultium. Ultium now has Outlast in it. I don't know how much better it could be. Purina has the research to be the most innovative feed company.
Hey, thank you for watching Better Horses. If you missed any of our television shows, you can check us out at betterhorses.com and see all of our episodes.
And if you want more Better Horses Radio, go to the app and type in Better Horses and you give us all you want.
And take a look at our newspaper coming out 5 times a year on the same website.
You're going to love us.